Owls looking for a bump. Good fake by T-Brock. Whales are able to defend. Divine!
Forwards in going to take possession here. Okeano centering in for his teammate. Mystical is going to shoot. He does not get the shot. Zin is going to get a redirect. That might go in. Is that going to go in? That's in.
Fine, gonna look to get center. He's going to the ceiling. He'll have a flip. He's saving a musty attempt. Oh! Yeah, nobody was up for the Whales. He hits it, goes up, bounces across the court, and his teammate counts and able to in the play, gets it in the net.
That's true.
Oh my!
God.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here. The playoffs have ended. It is no longer November. It is, in fact, January, Oki. And I mean, it's time for the Duckies, right? Welcome in, everyone. We have quite the amount of awards to give out. I believe it's almost 50?
I mean, it's a lot of awards. A lot of people are getting awards, Frog. Everybody, welcome in here. I mean, this season's been pretty long, and it's finally the closing of the season. I'm so happy for this award show, Frog.
Facts. And tonight, we are going to be dishing out these awards greatly. I mean, some of you are here to celebrate greatness. Others, you're here to answer your crimes. I mean, some of you didn't really play that well. So we'll see if you get a ducky for choking.
I mean, yeah, I mean, how about that time someone played an entire regular season series on their phone, Frog? Like, they were actually playing the Rocket League series and Nature League, they played on their phone. And I mean, imagine trying to do that while getting Snapchat notifications. I mean, you know who you are, I Spy Quinn. We're looking at you. We know what happened.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. I mean, when you have a controller, you don't even, or who needs a controller when you have thumbs of steel and 12 FPS of gameplay? A little worse than the Nintendo Switch. The best part is they didn't even lose that badly. I mean, mobile gaming, it's where it's at.
Honestly, I don't know if we should give them the choke award or a sponsorship with Boost Mobile. Either way, it's a flex none of us were even prepared for.
All right. Well, let's get into this. I mean, first of all, none of this happens without our incredible community, guys. You guys make Nature League what it is. It's one of the most competitive, hilarious, and occasionally toxic Rocket Leagues in North America.
And remember, folks, if you don't win the award tonight, it just means we didn't notice your existence. So just play better next season or start practicing your choke award acceptance speech.
All right, speaking of awards, let's start this off with the champions of Nature League, Oki. And first things first, we're going to have the Apex tier champions.
That's right, folks. After a season of sweat, tears, and enough what a saves to make a movie, the Whales have emerged victorious in Apex.
Congratulations to the Whales, led by Chapped, Logical G Games, and the man you can't seem to miss, who's a three-time All-Star, P-Man. The Whales proved that sometimes it's not about where you start, but it's how much you can tilt the other team by the end. Congratulations.
Oh, and tilt they did, those Whales. Coming from the lower bracket, these guys reset the bracket by clutching Game 7 like their rent depended on it. And for the reset, it was a clean 4-0 sweep, Frog.
Honestly, they didn't just win, they exercised the Owls out of that lobby.
Speaking of the Owls, shout out to our Apex runners-up, Roomsy, Divination, and especially Pizza Pies Matter. Y'all are going to hear his name a lot tonight. These guys came into the playoffs as the number 8 seed and still managed to claw their way to the finals. Truly a Cinderella run. except the clock struck midnight when the Whales showed up with their broomsticks.
I mean, just overall, it's an impressive playoff run for both teams, considering they came in as the number 5 and number 8 seeds this season. Just goes to show how competitive Apex was this season. And seeding is just a number. Being clutch is forever.
That's a quote of all time, Frog.
Uh,
Unless you're the Owls, though, in which case you're clutch for 6 games tops.
Again, give it up for the Apex tier champions and runner-ups.
All right, Apex is wrapped, but don't go flying off just yet. We've got plenty more tiers to roast. What's next, Frog?
Oh, you're gonna love this, Oki. We're gonna dive into Alpha tier.
Dive? Who won? Oh, or I'd like to call it the Whales expansion pack.
Ah, yes. The Whales. That's right. The Whales have done it again. They won another tier. This time, it was in Alpha. The squad led by the dynamic duo of Puggus and Yuggis, with Winter and
Brothers.
Sawyer along their side. These guys have proved that sibling chemistry isn't just bad for sitcoms.
They came into the playoffs riding high in the upper bracket and never looked back, finishing with a 4-0 clean sweep in the finals. You know what they call that in Alpha? A statement.
Let's still give it up for our Alpha runners-up. They did a great, amazing job this season. It's the Cheetahs. Shout out to Absolution, Icy Snipes, and Hardpoint. These guys clawed their way through the playoffs, but by the finals, it seemed like their claws were just as dull as butter knives.
Hey, don't knock butter knives. They're useful for spreading the painful realization that you're playing against the Puggus Yuggis combo.
That is true. The Whales didn't just win. They steamrolled the Cheetahs. Again, let's give it up to both teams who participated for the Cheetahs and the Whales.
Let's hear it for both teams, Frog. Congratulations to them.
All right. What's next, Oki? I think it's time to hit Sandbag Nation beta tier, where things get a little bit interesting.
Sandbag Nation? Oh, you mean intense. Let's see if these teams brought the heat or just the memes.
I mean, they brought the Heat all right, and that's gonna. Oh, my bad. The Heat, they brought the Heat all right, and for beta team, it's where the dreams are made, and in the Narwhal's case, crushed into fine powder.
And when we say crush, we're not exaggerating. The Lynx didn't just win; they demolished the Narwhals.
Congratulations to the beta champions are the Lynx, led by the unsappable Ryan Gav. He just won back-to-back championships. He's become one of the Nature League equivalent to Thanos, collecting trophies like Infinity Stones.
You're my beauty Oh, wrong Thanos. Anyways, joining him on this historic run was Soda, Demoralized, and Daze. Together, they put up the most dominant season in Nature League history, an undefeated 15-0 regular season and a 4-0 playoff run.
And you know, if that wasn't enough, Oki, they completed the grand finals in a sweep with 4-0 win over the Narwhals, their second sweep of the playoffs. And let's not forget how they reverse swept the Narwhals in the upper semifinal, making history. I mean, that's something to talk about.
I mean, first reverse sweep in the playoffs in a best of 7, and they were managed to do it. I mean that secures everything. I mean, the Narwhals, featuring Sox and 7 Cruzada and their star player Dates, they put up a valiant fight to reach the finals even after that loss. They made the run, they made it back. I mean, but honestly, trying to beat the Lynx is like trying to out Pizza the Hut. You just can't do it.
I mean, I'm more of a pizza guy, but seriously, yeah, the Lynx, it did just dominate. Again, congratulations to the Lynx. Undefeated seasons don't happen by accident.
I mean, unless you're the Narwhals, in which case you might accidentally give up a reverse sweep and a grand final sweep in the same season.
Claps to both teams in the beta grand finals, but what's next, Oki?
Speaking of hype, we're not going to say that, but we're going into the Delta tier. Things are about to get wild.
Yes, of course. It's time for the Delta tier, where the winners, a little bit of an upset, was the Cheetahs. Congratulations.
And boy, did they crash the Owls party. Not once, but twice. What a shocker.
That's right. Your Delta champions are the Cheetahs, featuring the clutch trio of Tall, Earn XD, and J-Dog. They went to the playoffs as the underdogs and walked away with the title after 2 4-2 victories over the number 1 seed Owls. And that second series, that was just pure domination in Game 6 of the bracket reset. So bad, Levi Bullrush, the possible MVP candidate of the Owls, decided to call an early night and took a nap.
Yeah, I think I saw him log off faster than my ex after I suggested splitting the bill. The real star of the finals, though, J-Dog. This guy played like he had something to prove. He even pulled off a pass that looked straight out of the RLCS Fall Major Grand Finals. You know, when Gen G Nolly hit that insane dime to apparently Jack in the series-decided game in the championship against Moist Esports, Frog, like, oh my.
Let's be honest, Oki. Noli isn't even relevant these days. On the more notable side, it's more Levi Bulrush, Rebarbative, and Voidkill. They had a stellar season coming in as the #1 seed in Delta tier, but they just couldn't handle the Cheetahs' force.
So to the Cheetahs, your Delta champions, congratulations on defying the odds and proving the doubters wrong. And to the Owls, don't worry, we've got tissues in the lobby, along for the Delta Blue Jays too.
A little bit of a teaser, guys. We'll see if Levi Volrush can snag the MVT a little bit later for Delta.
But for now, let's hear it for the Cheetahs. They're the kings of the Delta jungle.
All right, Oki. Well, now you know where we turn to now. It's possibly the worst tier of them all, or maybe the greatest. I mean, their chat's kind of active. It's time for Omega tier, and who are their champions? It's nonetheless the Cheetahs again.
The Cheetahs. The Whales win too. Cheetahs win too. I mean, these guys just didn't just win, Frog. They made sure everybody knew why they were the 1 seed. Congratulations to Goals, White Light, Silent, and Squiddy, your Omega champions.
They handled their business in the grand final. I mean, it was a 2v3, and they still somehow lost a game, but 4-1 is quite domination. I mean, Narwhals for a second, Depth and Coast, they were the duo. They were 2v3 representing their squad in the grand final. Pete, he was also there, couldn't show up, but they gave it all their season. They just couldn't quite do it as they've got both their playoff losses to the Cheetahs.
I mean, we got to give a special shout out to Pete Frog. This guy already had an Omega chip from Season 0 with yourself and Rhino, but it looks like the magic didn't carry over this time. He might need you to go back down to Omega to help him out.
I mean, you hate to see it, but let's not dwell on the past. This is Goals' moment. After receiving the torch last season from Omega champion Kevin Suarez, Goals ran with it and brought home the title.
I mean, honestly, Goals played like he had something to prove, and the rest of the squad followed suit. Silent was clutch, Squiddy was unstoppable, and White Light, let's not forget about him. He might have to change his name to Highlight after that performance.
Again, huge congratulations to the Cheetahs for the dominance this season. Again, props to the Narwhals for sticking through the playoffs. Competition was tough, but the Cheetahs were able to prove why they were the #1 seed.
And hey, Pete, don't hang your head too low, man. Maybe next season, buddy.
And now, let's talk about not Apex. We already talked about Apex. It was the Whales, the organizational champions. Oki. I mean, I don't think you could guess who it is. Maybe it's someone who's three-peated before.
Oh, the only org that's won an org championship, and we've done it 3 straight times. It's the Blue Jays, man. Bring it out. We just keep winning. We don't lose. Org champions, baby. Yes, sir, Frog.
Let's get some boos in the chat. Two for no Blue Jays, 1 for Blue Jays, please. I'm sure we'll see a lot more 2s than 1s here. Blue Jays showing why the league is rigged 3 times. I mean, a great season overall. I mean, you guys did upset the Cheetahs. Weren't they the #1 org going in the org playoffs? You were able to clutch it out. I mean, even without an Omega team playing.
I mean, yeah, man. I mean, I'm super excited. 3-peat. I mean, hopefully the next season, hopefully teams can actually compete for the org championship. I mean, we got some things for y'all for next season's playoffs. I mean, they're gonna be competitive and it's gonna have more meaning.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully there'll be some younger orgs coming onto the scene. We'll be able to see how it goes, but we're going to start heading into the Ducky Awards soon. Oh, and right. My bad, chat. I thought it was Oki's turn. Now, before we move on, shout out to Ryan's kid, Kaysen. Born this past year, Kaysen's already got championship blood running through his veins.
That's right, chat. Rhino's had a kid, 2-time champion. I mean, give it a few years. We'll be seeing little Kaysen out there on the pitch competing alongside or against his own father. Forget LeBron and Bronny James. It's going to be Rhino and Kaysen tearing it up in Nature League.
I'm calling it now. Kaysen's going to be the Omega tier MVP in 2040. Mark your calendars, folks.
Rhino, Start training him early. Maybe make his first words GGs. Come on, man.
All right, enough with the future. As Nature League may be dead by tomorrow. Let's get back to the present. It's time for the Ducky Awards. First, start off with one of the most prestigious Ducky Awards of all time. Player
Can't
that
forget about this
nobody
one.
wants to rep, but somehow earns it every season. It's going to be the Most Fraudulent Player Award.
That's right. And this season, the honor goes to none other than Lolset Black Hole X.
You read it wrong. It was Law 77. I'm pretty sure. Can we get a double
that might
check
be
on that?
That might be season 4.
Oh, my bad.
might be
Wrong
season
script.
4.
Okay, yeah. Black Hole X. I mean, unfortunately, it is the fraud season. But let's talk numbers. This guy managed to put up stats that are unlike anyone else, and made us question if his controller was even plugged in or if his monitor was on. He redefined the term carried in many ways scientists still can't explain.
Word on the street is his opponents didn't even need a game plan. They just let him play against himself.
Legend has it, Black Hole X's hitbox is so fraudulent, Psyonix is considering renaming it the Scarab in his honor.
But hey, at least you got the award now, buddy. Might not be the one you were hoping for, but hey, silver linings.
Let's give it a round for Black Hole X, our most fraudulent player of Nature League Season 2.
Alright, let's move on before Psyonix bans us for all this slander. Up next, the Most Improved Player Award. Stay tuned.
Yeah, let's flip this. It's time to flip the script from fraudulent to fantastic with the Most Improved Player Award of Nature League Season 2.
This one goes to someone who has gone from meh to magnificent faster than your Wi-Fi cuts out during a match.
This season's winner is Jackson from the Blue Jays, because it's rigged.
Let me set the stage here. Last season, Jackson was just another middle-of-the-pack beta player, just like me. A solid car in the field, but nothing that made you pause the game to Google his Rocket League tracker.
But this season, oh, he's absolutely took over the Alpha tier like he was born for it. The guy came from
Just
one
like
of the
me.
best players in in Alpha to turning the Blue Jays Alpha team into a squad he didn't want to face. His transition was so drastic, rumors started swirling that he hired a Rocket League coach, a personal trainer, and a therapist for his tilt management.
Donald, yeah, we see you, buddy.
Let's not forget, though, Jackson, his real Herculean feat was carrying Okeanos, the Delta player.
Excuse me. Carrying me? Alright, Frog, let's not rewrite history here. I'm pretty sure I had a solid 200 points per game when I wasn't lagging.
Come on, Oki. We all saw the replays. I mean, you were out there trying to grab up a boost, kept messing it. Jackson was out there scoring double taps from the corner. I mean, you gotta improve, man.
You know what? I don't need this disrespect on live stream, but fine, Jackson. I'll admit it. You carried. And honestly, that's a rough gig, so hats off to you, man.
That's the spirit, Oki. That's the one we want to hear. Congratulating others for their achievements. Congratulations against Jackson for proving you can carry anyone, even this Omega player.
Alright, Frog, you've had your fun. Let's move on before you bring up another embarrassing clip of me. What's next? Oh, the Undersouth Demon Award. Perfect timing.
Yes, and now it's time for the Undersouth Demon Award, an award reserved for those players who, despite being cheap for their league, managed to perform like absolute legends. This award may or may not be rigged.
This season's winner is none other than LOL77 from the Delta Blue Jays.
Woohoo! Law 77. His journey is nothing short of inspiring. This guy, I mean, he turned heads. He was for 2 seasons in Omega where he did nothing. He was runner-up like a bunch of times, or champions, of course, but I mean, that was kind of rigged those 2 seasons. But now, he won. He's the Undersouth Demon. He's a legend.
And not only was he able to keep up, but he thrived. He was holding his own in the top half of Delta, a tier he had no business being in based on his humble beginnings from Omega.
I mean, he even had to face a curveball here, losing his teammate Sherby, who might I add got himself banned for sandbagging and racking up strikes like he was bowling.
I mean, sandbagging and 2.99999 strikes? That's the Nature League equivalent of a guy showing up to a chess tournament with a baseball bat.
Despite the chaos over in the Blue Jays server, all 77 adjusted like a proven proves he could rise above the drama. He shows us all that no matter the challenges or the banned teammates, you can still make a name for yourself. Congratulations.
Congratulations. I'm being this undersell demon, Lil 7. You earned it. Maybe next season we'll see you climbing even higher, hopefully without needing to dodge another teammate scandal.
Now, let's move on to the more prestigious events of the night that Oki will not win, and it's going to be franchise of the season.
Oh, great. Here we go.
Yes, this season's franchise of the season is going to be
The Blue Jays!
the Cheetahs, led by Mr. Florida. Congratulations.
Alright, fine. I'll give him his flowers, but don't forget, the Blue Jays Cheetahs rivalry is alive and well, and it's all thanks to yours truly.
Oh, we know, Oki, but tonight isn't about you. It's about Mr. Florida, who had an absolutely insane season with this franchise.
I'll admit it, he crushed it. The Cheetahs snagged the 1 seed in every single tier, dominated the organization standings, and brought home 2 championships, Omega and Delta.
Let's not forget about their runners-up in Alpha and Org playoffs. As long as that third place title, I mean, the Blue Jays did take home that Org championship title, but still, a runner-up is not something to be ashamed of.
Oh, thanks for the reminder, Frog. Really helpful.
All good, Oki. Again, this is not about the Blue Jays, it's about the Cheetahs. They dominated. Mr. Florida has proven that he's not running a franchise, he's running a dynasty in the making.
Alright, Florida, you win this round, but let's not get too comfy. The Blue Jays will be back next season to remind everyone who the real dynasty is.
Spoken like a true rival. Congratulations to Mr. Florida and the Cheetahs for being crowned franchise of the season. It's an incredible achievement and one that'll surely keep a rivalry burning right into season 3.
Enjoy the spotlight while it lasts, Mr. Florida. We're coming for you next season. Alright, folks. It's time to honor the best GM of season 2. And the winner is Chef, the mastermind behind the Owls.
Oh, great. Just rub it in, why don't you?
I mean, Frog, we had to give credit where it's due. Chef was phenomenal this season. It's hard to believe this was his first time as a GM in Nature League.
Yeah, I get it. Owls look strong. Runners up in Delta and Apex, along with a top 4 finish in the Org playoffs, along with 3rd place in the Beta playoffs. It's almost like he had beginner's luck, like my fantasy football team in 2017.
Beginner's luck? Please. That man was cooking up wins like it was his day job. Pretty sure he works nights. He might just be trying to start a trifecta rivalry with me and Mr. Florida. You know, Frog. The big 3 orgs of Nature League.
Big 3? Oh, so we're just pretending like the squirrels don't exist?
Frog, considering the squirrels, let's call it a rebuilding year, it seems like Chef might have swooped in to claim that 3rd spot.
A rebuilding year? Oh, you hope the squirrels don't make a comeback in season 3. After losing all 3 years to the Blue Jays in the Org playoffs, we're coming for you.
Oh, enjoy the spotlight, Chef. But just know, the Blue Jays are gunning for you in season 3. We're all gunning. We're all.
I agree, the squirrels too.
Let's give it up to Chef, everyone.
Alright, well, we have to go from best to worst, obviously. That means, along with the best GM, is the worst GM. And I mean, I bet you could guess who it is, guys. May or may not be the GM of the Gorillas, Crazy Monkey 23.
Oh boy. Where do we even start with this one? Crazy Monkey led the Gorillas. Well, sort of. Leading might be too generous of a word here, Frog.
I mean, yeah, more like ghosting. The man didn't even show up to the league draft. Can you imagine? Okeanos had to draft for the Gorillas. Turns out, Oki, you must have felt like a substitute teacher walking in that absolute chaos of a classroom.
Oh, it was wild. I was trying to salvage what I could, but with Crazy Monkey busy at work all the time, the writing was already on the wall. His teams crumbled faster than a cookie dunked in hot milk.
Only glimmer of hope was the Gorillas beta team, and even that was short-lived. They got swept in playoffs both times, so let's be honest, it's about as inspiring as a flat tire on a road trip.
And let's not forget the player exodus. The Gorillas roster was leaving faster than a monkey swinging from tree to tree. Honestly, it was impressive how quickly players were packing their bags. Talking about you, goals.
I mean, and now for the cherry top, Oki, you know, Crazy Monkey's famous slogan, stay crazy, and he stayed crazy all night, crazy enough to win worst gem of season 2.
Maybe next season Crazy Monkey can switch it up to stay present.
Maybe. Maybe he will. Give a pat on the back Poor Crazy Monkey. He tried his best. He's just the worst GM of season 2.
Stay crazy, buddy. We'll see if you can swing back next season.
All right. Well, moving on. The best AGM. We've gone from best to worst to best now. It's a role that often goes under appreciation, but can make or break an organization in the AGM position. This season's winner is Absolution from the Cheetahs.
Now, let me just say, the Cheetahs had an incredible season, and a big part of that was thanks to Absolution stepping up when it mattered most.
And by stepping up, we literally mean by taking the reins when Mr. Florida decided to stay off into the sunset on a cruise. No big deal, just leaving your AGM to manage the entire organization. Light work.
Imagine that. While Mr. Florida was out sipping pina coladas. Absolution was here making sure the Cheetahs didn't sink like the Titanic. And spoiler alert, they didn't.
Absolutely. Abs kept the Cheetahs running like a well-oiled machine. With the championship in Omega and Delta and runner-up finishes in Alpha and Org playoffs, it's safe to say he earned this award and then some.
Honestly, Mr. Florida should probably send Absolution a thank you postcard from that cruise. Or at least split the souvenir keychains, am I right?
You are completely correct, Okeanos. Again, let's give it up for Absolution, our best GM of Season 2. Or AGM of Season 2.
And Abs, as Mr. Florida decides to take another vacation next season, you can come take your talents to the Blue Jays.
All right, enough with the AGMs and GMs. We're going to turn to a team.
And now it's the worst AGM award, LOL 77.
Let's go. I mean, that guy, so bad, he let the whole org down. Nah, but now it's actually real. We're done with these individual awards for now. It's time to go to the best team award, Okie. And I'm pretty sure you know who it is. It's obviously a Blue Jays team, right?
I mean, no.
No, it's the Beta Lynx. Exactly. Spot on. A+.
Give it up to Ryan Gabb, Demoralized, Soda, and Days. The squad had redefined dominance this season, as y'all heard before.
I mean, we can just talk about them a little bit more. I mean, we already flexed all their achievements. They didn't just win. They put on a masterclass on how to dominate Beta Tier. 15-0 in the regular seasons and 4-0 in the playoffs. And then, to add on to that, they swept the grand final over the Narwhals.
Undefeated, flawless, unstoppable. That is 3 words I would describe them. I mean, you could throw every synonym for dominance in the dictionary at them, and it still wouldn't do them justice.
And let's not forget the leader of the dynasty, the GM, the captain, the carry, the troublemaker, whatever you want to call it. Ryan Gabb not only led his team to greatness, but also back-to-back in championships. And the fact that Demoralized, Soda, and Days played some of the best Rocket League we've seen in Nature League history for the Beta Tier, we should say. And you've got a team that's not just the best of the season, they're one of the best teams ever.
Honestly, we should start building a statue for the Beta Lynx. Maybe a giant lynx holding a Rocket League controller or something, but definitely Ryan Gabb. Send me your deets, buddy. We're getting a statue of you in the server.
I mean, if anyone deserves it, it's this team. The trophy, the statue, it's going to be right in front of Nature League's new LAN house coming in 2029. I mean, Ryan Gabb, we might need to see your statue for there. Congratulations.
Legend. Every one of them. Let's give it up one more time for the Beta Lynx, your best team of Season 2. Actually, Frog, I'm retiring that award. I don't know if you remember, my team got that award last season. So it's been Beta back to back. So, I mean, come on.
Okay, so best tier award goes off to Beta, as confirmed by Oki right there. We've been doing this for the GM. Now it's time for the worst team award, Oki.
Oh.
And I mean, it wasn't exactly a nail biter. The honor would go to the Delta Turtles.
Acarion King, Sloppy Slamopus, that guy's my homie, and Polish. This one's for you. With a 2-13 record and a stunning 28.26% win rate, the Delta Turtles somehow managed to slow roll their way right into this award.
Let's be honest, it's almost as impressive how things went so wrong. You had 46 games, and you still couldn't get off the struggle bus. It's like watching a slow-motion car crash. You want to look away, but you can't stop watching.
And let's not forget, chat, this wasn't a we forfeited every game situation. Those teams got a free pass from this award. No, the Turtles were out there giving it all, and still finding different ways to lose.
But let's talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say the turtle in the room. Sloppy Slanopus one of our goats, as Oki said, it's his homie. And, well, let's just say you didn't help your reputation. It might have gone a little bit. Is he still homie status?
I mean, it's not an Okeanos homie if you're not losing. Because, come on, I lose a lot. So, I mean, we still brothers.
That's why Law77's your homie.
In all seriousness, Turtles, we're rooting for you to turn it around. Let's give them a pity round of applause for showing up.
There you go. Fresh start awaits the Turtles. Grind hard, green up, and maybe next year you guys will be in the championship. But now, I think it's time for another award, Oki.
I mean, yeah, congratulations or something. But let's move on to before the Turtles start throwing eggs at us.
It's time for Super Sub Award. Can't say congratulations yet. This award goes to someone who's turned heads while subbing up. I mean, maybe it was an Omega player playing up in Apex. Maybe it was an Apex player playing up in they can't play up anywhere. You know, who knows who it would be. This season though, the award goes to Ellie of the Omega tier.
Coming all the way from the Omega Stingrays and stepping up to the Beta Stingrays. Ellie didn't just fill a spot, they owned it. When they faced the Beta Cheetahs, it was like they took a personal oath to show them what domination truly looks like.
I mean, you put the Beta Cheetahs on notice. They did. Ellie was out there like, hey, remember me? No. Well, you're about to. So masterclass, whatever you want to call it.
I mean, I would call it Linsanity. If y'all know that reference, hit me up. I mean, imagine coming from Omega and making the Beta tier playoffs question their own, Beta tier players question their own life choices. That's some main character energy right there. That might be some Thanos energy, you know, from Squid Game.
Yeah, from Squid Game. Just like how Ellie, we put a salute for you. Clutch factor for being an absolute menace on the pitch. Took subbing up to a whole new level.
Honestly, if this is what they're doing in Season 2, I don't even want to think about what they're going to pull off in Season 3. Take your talents to the Blue Jays. The spot's open.
Again, remember guys, subs are usually not that scary. Sometimes they're a demon in the making. Let's give it up for Ellie.
And to everyone else, maybe don't underestimate the subs next time. Lesson learned, right? Stop underestimating me.
Oh, no. Keep underestimating Oki, especially when he's in Apex lobbies. But next up, it's time for the honor, the most lethal offensive force of the season. It's the Striker Award, Oki. I wonder who the winner is, but potentially the guy who got the most goals this season, and that would be Exiled RL with an insane 76 goals in the Apex tier.
Representing the Apex Yetis, Exiled wasn't just scoring goals, he was writing obituaries for defenses. Every time he touched the ball, it was like defenders were collectively saying, nope, not today,
Calling him a mechanical demon is kind of underselling it, Oki. I mean, Exile didn't just go crazy on offense, he unleashed pandemonium. The goal players were practicing begging for mercy.
I mean, Frog, 76 goals? That's not just carrying your team. That's dragging them on your back while performing aerial stunts and waving to the crowd.
Oh, and let's not forget the Yetis themselves. With Exile leading the charge, they are an absolute offensive juggernauts. Other teams, just extras in Exile's highlight reel.
Big shout out to Exiled for being the nightmare fuel of every goalkeeper this season. We're talking about you, Pizza. If you're on Apex next season, maybe invest in therapy because Exiled isn't slowing down anytime soon.
Congratulations. Maybe we'll see someone drop 80 goals next season. But now, it's time for the next stat category award, Oki. The Assisters Award. And that one is not going to an Apex player. It's going to a member of the Delta Lions, Sinbad, with an impressive 46 assists.
Finally, instead of Delta having the worst team, they got something good on their backs, the assists. Representing the Delta Lions, Sinbad didn't just play Rocket League, he orchestrated it, pairing up with the infamous Triple S squad of Sticky, Squilly, and himself. Sinbad was the glue that kept the plays flowing.
Honestly, you know, Triple S sounds less like a Rocket League or Delta team and more like a Rocket League boy band. Sinbad was the lead songwriting, setting up those perfect assists while Sticky and Squilly smashed out the hits.
And baby, you light up my world. You know. When your assist stat looks like it could double as a Wi-Fi password, you're doing something right. Sinbad made it his mission to feed his teammates, and boy, did they eat.
Let's give a big round of applause to Simbag, proving that Rocket League isn't just about flashy goals, it's about making the whole team shine. Congrats, Assist King.
And if this Triple S energy keeps rolling into Season 3, other Delta teams better buckle up. Amazing work, Sinbad. Keep the plays coming. And y'all might need to keep that roster staying together.
All right, it's time to celebrate precision,
Oh.
or maybe the lack thereof.
This is my favorite award, Frog.
I know. I'm sorry that I have to announce it. But the coveted Bricked Up Award, and this season's a proud recipient, or maybe sad recipient, up to you. I mean, it's still a ducky, right? It's Illuminati rocking a glorious 16% shooting percentage.
I mean, that's better than Lil 77, but I mean, we excluded him from this award. Look, Frog, some people shoot to score, and some people, well, they shoot to make the ball really acquainted with the crossbar. Illuminati, you've officially made bricking an art form.
The man's so consistent at missing, even the woodwork started calling him for pointers. But hey, you know what they say? If you're bricking, at least you're taking shots. I don't know you said that. I don't know.
Let's be fair. That's 16.42%. That's still better than some of us out there. Me or Frog.
Don't look at me, please. I mean, I know Illuminati might always hit the mark, but you've hit the mark in our hearts with your unique play style. Keep firing those shots. Maybe someday you'll hit them.
Big props to you, Illuminati. Keep bricking, keep striving, and here's to seeing you turn those bricks into goals next season. Let's hear it up for our bricked up champion.
Congratulations. Now, we're flipping the script again. It's time for the Gang Shooter Award, the award that goes to the player with the most lethal shooting percentage. And this season, it goes into the Omega tier to Depth of the Narwhals, clocking in with a 47.42 shooting percentage. He's basically a certified marksman.
All right, chat. To make sure y'all understand, you had to get a certain amount of games played to get this award. Because obviously, if you played like 2 games, you could have had 100% shooting. You know what I'm saying? But they don't call it the gang shooter for nothing. Depth out here treating defenders like rival turf, leaving goalies scrambling like they just got caught up in a drive-by.
Word on the street is Depth doesn't need a full clip to make an impact. One shot, one goal. First try. This man's aim is so deadly, even Rocket League bots started running custom defense drills just for him.
And let's not forget, when he pulled up, those crossbars and goalposts stayed silent. Why? Because they knew better.
Okay, Oki. I mean, I guess I would too. I mean, Death has just officially got that shooter's touch, and let's be real, some of us up here can't even get 10% like Okeanos. You've turned Rocket League into your own land, and every goal is just another territory claimed.
You guys, gangland.
Oh, I actually missed that. My bad.
Your own gangland. Okay, anyways, big ups to Depth. He's not just scoring goals, he's out there making statements. Somebody get this man a gold-plated Octane or a Glock.
All right, everyone else listening, make sure to stay aware of Depth when he's on the field. Let's hear for the sharpshooter of the season. Now, moving on from shooting against the net, it's time to talk about defense. The wall, the brick wall, the player who said, "Not in my net." It's the goalkeeper award. And this season, the undisputed champ is Pizza Pies Matter with a staggering 131 saves, a whole 33 more than second place.
131? That's not a goalkeeper. That's a full-on fortress. Honestly, Pizza's goalkeeping makes me wonder if he's got a secret deal with Psyonix to buff his hitbox.
His opponents must have been... Man stopped more shots than an overzealous bouncer at a nightclub. Opponents pulled up thinking they'd score, and Pizza said, "Nah, try again."
And let's be real, this guy was out here putting in work while keeping the pizza fresh. Imagine juggling 131 saves and making sure the pepperoni's evenly spread. That's elite multitasking, and don't forget his casting either. Just as good.
I mean, his opponents must have been wondering why even bother shooting. Must have been wondering why even bother shooting. Pizza didn't just save goals, he saved his team's dignity on multiple occasions.
Dignity? Sounds like you need that safety. Anyways, honestly, I'm just waiting for someone to break into the league offices and demand a new rule. No pizzas allowed in the goal.
So here's to you, Pizza. Not just a goalkeeper, but a legend. Let's give it up for the shot-stopping MVP, the maestro of defense, Pizza Pies Matter. And now it's time for the best, most deserving,
Oh, this is my favorite one.
hard-working awards of the night, the Blower Award. And
The
no,
blow what?
this is not about leaf blowers or windy days. This is one about demolitions in Nature League.
And this season's human wrecking ball is none other than Soda with about like 40. Oh, wait,
That's
that's
second
second
place. Yeah.
This is Demoralized with earth-shattering 365 demolitions. He had 235 more than his second place teammate Soda.
I mean, let that sink in for a second. That's just not a gap. That's a crevice. This man didn't just play Rocket League. He played bumper cards on steroids.
I mean, he changed the way Nature League was streamed. I mean, we even had a demo counter for him. I mean, Demoralized was out there saying, if I can't have the ball, nobody will. Opponents were probably afraid to queue up knowing this guy was lurking, and definitely were.
He didn't just blow people up. He blew away people's mentalities. And honestly, his opponent's mental game, yeah, they were demoed too. I mean, respawning, getting demo farmed for time after time. I mean, just imagine being one of his opponents. I mean, I experienced it.
You know, it's bad when opponents start apologizing to their teammates for existing on the pitch. I bet some players even swap to their backup cars mid-season just to avoid being a target. I mean, Frog, I even DC'd to dodge him in my series.
Demoralized's campaign of destruction will go down in Nature League history. He's just the guy who got one demo a day for a year with 365 demos, but also the guy who made Stay Alive the hardest challenge in Rocket League.
I mean, next season, let's see if he can break that or someone else can contend with him. But here's the Demoralize, the Picasso of Destruction, the Van Gogh of Velocity, our Blower award winner.
And now, it's time for the award that goes to the one player who carried harder than a backpack on the first day of school. We present the Finisher Award.
That's right. And this season, the honor belongs to Pizza Pies Matter, who racked up an astronomical big word 28,929 total points. Let's be real. That's not just Rocket League stats. That's the legendary status.
I mean, this man, he's already got a ducky tonight, and I mean, I guess he wasn't just playing Rocket League. He was conducting a Rocket League masterclass. Points for currency, this guy would be bought out the entire item shop.
Exactly. Every game, Pizza showed up like, I'll take that goal, those assists, and yes, throw in some saves for good measure. Opponents, they were just there to spectate.
It's no wonder why his name was Pizza, because every time he touched the ball, it was a slice of perfection. And honestly, he delivered. Hot, fresh, and with no extra fees.
Yo, Pizza, you already missed that award. This is the stats award. But anyways, and just like a true finisher, Pizza didn't just end games. He ended hopes and dreams. You know, Apex finalist.
So, let's give it up to Pizza. And now, it's time for the Jack of All Trades Award, where we celebrate the player who did it all. Offense, defense, playmaking, and just being an all-around GOAT on the field.
Are you serious? That's right. And once again, the star of the show is Pizza with a staggering 226 combined stats. That's 57 goals, 38 assists, and 131 saves. Pizza didn't just play Rocket League. He dominated every aspect of it.
Seriously, this man wasn't just in lane line, one lanes. He was in the whole map. Goals, check. Assists, check. Saves, double check. He had the net on lockdown.
You could say Pizza's gameplay is like ordering a Supreme Pizza. Everything you could possibly want in all one glorious package. Just don't forget the ranch.
Exactly. Do you need a striker, a playmaker, or even a brick wall in the net? Pizza was your guy. Honestly, I think he was trying to redefine the term MVP to mean most versatile player.
Let's be real. Pizza wasn't just a jack of all trades. He was a master of all trades. This kind of player that makes opponents reconsider their life choices.
Well, it's time to move on to one of the most electrical awards of the night, Nature's Fury Award. Now, this is a new award that recognizes the player with the most jaw-dropping, heart-pounding, controller-breaking playoff performance of the season.
And this season, the honor goes to none other than Puggus from the Alpha Whales.
Pugus didn't just play in the playoffs, he unleashed absolute fury on his opponents. The man was a one-person wrecking crew. I mean, if you count his brother too. And he led the Whales to an absolute dominant 4-0 victory in the Alpha Grand Finals.
Let's not forget the storyline here. The Pugus and Yuggis brother duo tearing up the bracket like it was a warm-up scrim. Pugus was hitting shots that had even the post-game replays apologizing to the other team.
He had the kind of playoff performance that makes you think, is this Rocket League or a highlight reel? Opponents were looking left and right for the uninstall button after trying to stop him.
And don't get me started on the composure. Pugus played with the confidence of someone who knew they were walking out of the arena with a trophy. Every flip, every shot, every save, all the mechanics, calculated and deadly. Good luck at Apex next season.
So now it's time to shift our gears and recognize the Grinder Award. An honor reserved for the player who put the most effort, hours, grind, and game after game, grinding harder than anyone else to achieve victory.
And the Grinder Award goes to Divination from the Apex Owls with a whopping 60 games played.
60 games, folks. Now that's not just dedication, that's borderline insanity. Divination practically lived in the Rocket League arena this season. I mean, a lot of people did live in the Rocket League arena. I think he was just more center stage. A lot of you guys high 50 games, but nobody cracked 60 except Divination.
Honestly, at this point, Divination's car probably has more miles on it than my real life one. And let's not forget, he played on the Owls Apex team, which means he wasn't just showing up, he was putting in serious work at the highest level.
That kind of grind is no wonder why the Owls soared to the Apex Grand Finals. I mean, Divination, Roomsy, and Pizza, quite obvious why they did it. I mean, Divination was the backbone, the workhorse, and probably the guy still queuing casuals after playoffs ended.
I mean, I read into him too, Frog. But so here's it to you, Divination, the real MVP of the grind. Keep that controller charged and that gas pedal floored. Nature League salutes you for your relentless hustle, old man. Unk.
Unk,
Sorry.
really, Unk? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be calling him that. I'd be pretty sure you're older than him, I think, actually. So, what's that say about you? But now it's time for the actual favorite award. I know we've seen that many times tonight. It's time for the Choke Award that nobody prepares a speech for because you're not expecting to get it.
This is the first time we've given it to a team instead of a player. This season's Choke Award goes to, give me a drum roll, please. Narwhal's Beta. That's Date, Socks, and N7 Cruzada.
Oh boy, where do we even begin? These guys were sitting comfortably, 3-0 lead in the upper semifinal against the undefeated 15-0 Lynx. I mean, I guess the pressure could get to you, but guess what happens next? A full-blown, get it? Reverse sweep to lose 3-4.
I mean, Frog, like, everyone was rooting for them like the Lynx were the frickin' Chiefs. Everybody wanted the Narwhals to win, and it's like the refs swooped in, and the Lynx ended up winning. But you know, Frog, it's one thing to lose to a team that was undefeated all season. It's a whole other level to be one game away from glory and then crumble like a cheap foldable table at a tailgate.
They had it, all the momentum, the lead, the dreams of knocking off the best team in beta, but instead, they let Ryan Gav, Demoralize, and Soda, and the Lynx, so Days as well, channel their inner anime protagonists and pull off the impossible.
I heard the Narwhals comms went from "we got this" to "oh no, not again," faster than a failed kickoff. Wait, Frog, did you say protagonists? Like Thanos?
Yes?
From Squid Game.
Yeah. I mean, again, props to the Narwhals. You guys have earned yourself a ducky by choking, but I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
I played these games. I'm sorry.
All right.
Sorry.
Next
Get
up
it? 'Cause
is an
I'm
award.
famous for choking.
Next up is an award that's heavy, literally. It's time for the full load award, given to the player who had to carry the absolute most this season. In terms of players like Okeanos or anything else, they had to struggle and fight through the. What? What do you want to say something real quick? You want to defend yourself?
No, keep going.
All right. They had to fight through Mercy. They had to try their best, and the winner is Mystical.
Season 1's Rookie of the Season? Oh, how far we've come. This guy spent the entire season hauling his team like a Rocket League Atlas, playing with alpha sub-ups and even, well, He had to play with me sometimes.
That's right. Mystical had to play with Okeanos, a load no one should bear. Mystical, my
Come
guy,
on.
we are building a statue for you for the sheer mental endurance that it took to have to play with Okeanos every other
Whoa.
game.
Excuse me, Frog. I was an asset. A liability? Maybe. But I was an asset.
Mystical didn't let any of it slow him down. He brought his team to within one game of making playoffs, falling in a heartbreaking Game 7 to the Raccoons in the Apex play-ins.
And despite that tough loss, Mystical solidified himself as a top Apex player, with many calling him part of the interchangeable top 5. His consistency, mechanics, and mental fortitude made him an absolute beast on the field.
Mystical, the Wiz Award is a testament to your resilience, grit, and tenacity. Carried like a champ, even though you're in SSL. Your teammates, you didn't even let them down. Congrats.
Here's hoping next season you get a little less weight to carry, just maybe not me again. You got Jackson.
And now it's time to recognize the future stars in Nature League with the Rookie of the Season award. This honor goes to someone who burst on the scene and made an immediate impact. Drumroll, please. The Rookie of the Season award is Exiled.
Exiled. From the Yeti's Apex team, Exile didn't just show up, he took over. This guy came in with mechanics so sharp they could cut grass and immediately proved why he's one of the league's rising stars.
Exiled was an absolute force this season, racking up 76 goals and earning himself the Striker Award. Terrorized defense and even made seasonal players like P-Man looks like they needed to go back to the Rocket League boot camp.
And let's not forget, being a rookie isn't easy. You're stepping into a league full of veterans. Expectations are sky high, and somehow Exiled exceeded them all.
With performances like this, Exiled's future in Nature League is brighter than my hopes of landing a GC win. That's saying something.
Me too, Frog. Congratulations, Exiled. You've earned this one. Here's to many more seasons of dominance. Keep making defenders cry, my guy. That was bars.
And now, it's time for one of the most anticipated Duckies of the night in the final Ducky Award, the Player's Choice Award. We may have forgotten about this event or this award till last night, but the poll was sent out and we do have a winner.
That's right, Frog. This one isn't decided by stats, panels, or even admin bias. It's speaking of admin bias, anyways, it's chosen entirely by the players. The people have spoken and the votes are in.
Well, without further ado,
Let's talk about the finalists.
Yeah, let's talk about the finalists before we announce the winner. Over in Apex, we had the guy that did not play a single game. We had Zeros.
We had the newcomer in Alpha, Jackson, the most improved.
We had the Cardinals carry of Beta, Incorrect Terror.
Shout out Incorrect Esports. And then the crowd favorite, Levi Bullrush of Delta, also in the running for Delta MVP. We'll crown that later on.
Then we had the Omega tier, represented by the ultimate underdog, Ellie.
Each of these players made a statement this season, but only one name can be etched into the history books as the Season 2 Player's Choice Award winner.
And the winner is Ellie of the Omega Stingrays.
Wow, what a moment. Congratulations to Ellie for not just being an incredible player, but also earning the respect and admiration of the entire community. Everyone who voted for them, nice job.
That's going to wrap up the Player's Choice Award, and that was the last Ducky Award of the night. But don't go anywhere. We got some MVPs to hand out. And Nature League first, second, and third team.
That's important, Frog. And hey, if you didn't come home with a PCA this time, there's always next season. Who knows? Maybe it'll be your name we're announcing next year.
Yes. And now, it's time to start off with the unforgettable Nature League first team. And then, after that, we'll have the final MVPs.
That's right, Frog. These players have gone above and beyond this season, dominating their tiers and earning their place in Nature League history. Let's start off with the first team All Nature League.
Starting off for the Nature League first team. Representing the Apex tier, we have Pizza Pies Matter.
And now, Frog, with the Alpha tier first team, we have Puggus.
Representing the Beta tier for being on Nature League first team, the one and only Ryan Gav.
Not a surprise there. And for Delta first team, we have the Beast Inside.
His name does not even fit on the screen. It's so long. Over, though, in the Omega tier, representing the Owls organization, meaning the Owls had 2 Nature League first team players, it is RJ. Give a round of applause to all the Nature League first team players. But now, Oki, it's time to move on to Nature League second team.
Second team. And we'll start off with Apex. That is given out to Exiled.
Down in the Alpha tier, the guy that Mystical may have to carry next season. It's not Okeanos, like I know all of you were thinking, because Oki is not Alpha. It's Jackson.
Next, another Blue Jay.
Oh, this is
Nature League
rigged.
second team. This is rigged. I hate the Blue Jays. But this is given to Steb from the Blue Jays beta team. Congratulations, Steb.
Next up, Delta tier. Another Owl. It seems like the Owls were competing tightly for the franchise of the season. It's Levi Bullrush, a potential MVP.
Yes, sir. And then next, we have Depth for the Omega second team from the Narwhals. Congratulations, Depth.
Congratulations to everyone who made the Nature League second team.
Guess what, guys? I mean, let's not forget these incredible players. I mean, below, who round up the third team. Real Frog, remember when I won third team last season? That was kind of cool.
I don't think it was cool. I think it was rigged, just like everything in Nature League. Start off, we have P-Man, 3-time All-Star and Clutch Team in Apex, just walked away with his first championship. Congratulations.
I mean, if we're being honest, his playoff performance had to do with how he earned that. I mean, that comeback was remarkable. I mean, it was shown. But now, Alpha tier, we have Hardpoint.
Down in the Beta tier, a 4th Owl in the Nature League first, second, and third team. It is Ions.
And next, we have Delta tier. I know you've been waiting all night. It's Ocular making the third team. Newcomer, Rising Star.
That guy made the list, Oki. How? Oh my gosh, this is so rigged. He's trying to be a Blue Jay the whole season and he got an award out of it. Now, wrapping up the Nature League third team, representing Omega, Scanman of the Kangaroos.
Scanman. And now, it's time for the most player who wanted to be a Blue Jay the most. Oh wait, that's not... I thought we were giving Ocular a ducky, my bad.
Yep.
Anyways,
Oki. Well, don't know if you know what time it is, but I sure do. It is
tier
time.
MVPs. Oh, finals MVPs
Yeah,
first.
whoa,
Let's
whoa,
build
whoa,
hype.
yeah.
Let's build hype. Let's build hype.
Finals MVPs. Finals MVPs, you know, they're the ones that showed up in the grand final to help propel their team to victory. And I mean, these players, I feel like they're all worthy of this award. Most of them had outstanding grand final performances. And let's start it off with the Apex Final MVP. And that is going to go to P-Man.
P-Man. I mean, bracket reset clutch by him, brother. And I mean, next Frog, everybody knew this was coming. Puggus.
Yes, Puggus, a great performance in that 4-0 sweep in the Alpha Grand Finals. I bet you couldn't guess who is next for the Beta Final MVP. Once again, he's winning Final MVP for his tier. It's Ryan Gav.
Ryan Gav, he wins them all. I mean, we're going to have 2-time and 3-time awards for him. But next, J-Dog is the Delta Finals MVP. That pass secured it. He played remarkable that whole series. Right time to peak, baby.
Great time to peak in the Grand Finals. Wrapping up the Omega Finals MVP, it's going to be Squiddy.
Squiddy Archer, man. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. The Nature League MVP. Oh, wait, that one. That's the last one. I got it mixed up again. It's time for the tier MVPs, the regular season MVPs.
Yes, the regular season MVPs, Oki. And I mean,
And then after that, we got one more,
yes,
the league MVP.
the league MVP. I think I know who's winning that one. It's probably Okeanos. But first, let's start off with these tier MVPs. They played great all season. They deserve some recognition. Starting off the Apex tier, we have B-Man.
B-Man Rocket, he went MVP of Apex. Dominated Apex. I mean, congratulations, regular season award, good work. But Alpha, we have Jackson.
Alpha Jackson, he just booed B-Man in the chat, and now he said right, but he's actually a tier MVP as well. A bit of emotions probably going through his blood. Now, said this guy's name too many times tonight. It's Ryan Gav again, winning beta tier MVP.
And next, Delta MVP. Who is it? It's the Beast Inside X.
Finally, again, Omega tier MVP. Wrapping up the MVPs besides the league MVP, it's RJ from the Omega Owls.
That's the tier MVPs, fellas. We have one more award to give out.
Oh, I bet you want to know what this award is, Oki. Been talking about it, but it is time for the league MVP. This award is a bit unique. Usually, Oki, it's someone who won a previous MVP, but this season, is it?
It's not. It's different, Frog. Had to throw in playoff performance in there, and it surprised us. This player didn't just dominate the tier, Frog. I mean, they defined excellent across the league. The winner is none other than Pizza Pies Matter.
I mean, 3 duckies tonight and now a league MVP. What an absolute dominant performance. The silverware he's going to be walking away with is a lot. Congratulations to Pizza Pies Matter for being the Season 2 League MVP. From your unmatched stats to your incredible game-changing plays, you've proven to be the best of the best. Congratulations on an incredible season. We hope to see you back next season.
That's a wrap, folks. Thank you for all tuning in Nate's League Season 2 Duckies Award Show. I had a blast. This is the best stream of the season. This is the best stream we've ever had. I'm super excited. I loved everything we just did.
Remember, every player, every staff member, and every fan has made this league what it is today. Here's to an even better Season 3 ahead. Good night, everyone.
Until next time, keep grinding, keep improving, and keep having fun. Good night, everyone. That's coming from O Diddy.